we are now recording. Welcome everybody to Monday 2 o'clock class. Woohoo! All right. The song for today is True Love. True Love. It goes along very well with all my wonderful love songs. And it is a waltz, so I am going to play it on just a regular waltz. And I've chosen smooth piano 3/4 at 92 with piano and strings. Okay, here we go. True Love from High Society. Before I start, can you hear the organ okay? It's all right? Okay, I see heads going up and down. Perfect. Okay. Should have done the sound check before recording, but no, forgot that. Okay, the first thing you see is that there is no road map. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
That makes it a lot easier. This is not a hard song. However, I'm going to throw a little curveball to you once we get through it as a waltz.
Obviously.
Why? Because I can.
Correct.
What? Did you say your tempo, Dawn?
Yes, 92. 9-2.
Thank you.
You're
Dawn,
welcome.
what book is that in?
That is in book number 274. Great big fat book, 150 of the most beautiful songs ever. I'm sure it's also in a waltz book. I'm sure it's in other books as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dawn, it's in song setup on the marquee.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. What does it come up to on the marquee?
105.
Really? Okay, so I'm close. I'm close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 105 is good as well. This is one of those that you can pretty much set wherever it's comfortable for you. Okay, this was written by Cole Porter, 1956. It was introduced by Bing Crosby and Grace Kelly in the musical film High Society. Now, she's given a lot of credit on that song, even though she really only sang the last line as a duet with Mr. Bing. He sang the whole rest of it, but they give her credit for it as well. It became a hit, accompanied by Johnny Green's MGM Studio Orchestra. Wow, that must have been kind of cool. Every studio, every film studio, every recording studio, they had their own house band or their own house orchestra. Wow, pretty cool. Now everything's done online. Wow, I can't imagine that either. Now here's something that I got a little kick out of. This was also recorded and it charted by Richard Chamberlain. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was a singer.
I didn't either.
He's Dr. Kildare.
Yeah.
He was in Shogun. He was in the Thornbirds, but it charted when he recorded. That was in 1963, believe it or not. Also, Elton John and Kiki Dee charted with this song in 1993. And they are, you know Elton John, but they did, Kiki Dee and Elton John did another duet called Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Yeah.
This was like their follow-up song, their follow-up duet, and they charted with that. Now, there were other recordings, but didn't chart. They never made it to the charts, but people who recorded it, Elvis Presley, Ricky Nelson, Patsy Cline, and didn't chart, seriously? Al Hirt, the Everly Brothers, Nancy Sinatra, These Boots Are Made for Walking, Jack Jones, Donnie and Marie, Anne Murray,
Jeez.
Neil Diamond, and Dean Martin.
Oh.
And there's one more that I'm going to bring up to you later, because that's the one we're going to have some fun with. So it's been done by a lot of people, and it's not a difficult song. This is one that every single one of you should be able to just sit down and say, I can play this. Because are there any chord changes? There is one chord change. All right, so get your pencils out. Second line. You may play the E chord, or you may substitute a D diminished, dinosaur diminished. It's two fingers, D and A flat. It's an easy one to play, but it gives it a very nice sound.
Dawn, what song are you playing?
We're playing True Love on page 302 of book 274, and it's in other books as well.
Oh,
So have it in the Sterling and song setup, Dawn.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a sterling here, though.
No, it's okay.
I have a silly question.
No silly questions. Go ahead.
D with a small m is D minor. How do I
Correct.
write diminished?
D diminished is D, D-I-M.
Okay.
D dim.
And what's the chord? E and what?
D and A flat.
flat.
Dinosaurs and flat alligators. Okay.
Dawn, that was on the second line?
Yeah, that was line 2 instead of the E.
Oh, instead of the E. Okay.
Instead of the E, you're going to put a
D-
D diminished, D-I-M.
Don, this is
Yeah.
Ken.
Hi, Ken.
You, what song is for today? I just clicked on.
Okay. It's True Love on page 302.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I recorded that yesterday.
Oh, okay, good. Very nice.
Yeah, I did.
Line 4. Line 3, no changes. Line 4, you have an E chord there. Instead of the E, put in D diminished, just like we did in line 2. D and A flat. Remember, the rule for a diminished chord is the letter plus 6. The letter plus 6, D and A flat. Let's go to the second page. First line, no changes. Second line, no changes. Watch the B flat minor. Your two notes are D flat and B flat. Dinosaur flat and bunny flat. E flat right next door. You can just play the E flat, or you may play the E flat 7, which is D flat and E flat. 7s are always the letter -2, counting blacks and whites. So D flat and E flat. The A flat is just your thumb on A flat. The F, if you wish to play F7, it is E flat and F. The third line, there's your B flat minor again, E flat 7, D flat and E flat. Now here on the next one, you have an A flat and it says A flat 7 over the top of it. Cross the A flat 7 out and just play A flat. Cross out the A flat 7 and throw it away. The C7 is C and B flat, or just play C. The fourth line, you have an E chord in the third measure. You may play E, or you may play D
Diminished.
diminished. You got it. D and A flat. And that's it. Nothing hard. Nothing hard. Okay, let's do some fingering. C2, C2, F5, F5, E4, D3, next line B1, D3, C2, C2. Next line, B flat 1. Now, that is a broken rule. We try not to put our thumb on black keys, but sometimes it works better that way. We're doing a B flat 1. D3. Yeah, somebody's making noise. Yeah. Watch your microphones. Thank you. Okay, third line, B flat is 1, D3, C2, C2, fourth line, C2, F5, F5, E4, D3, B1, D3, C2. Top of the next page, C2, B flat, 1, G5, F4, check mark. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. I'm just going to give you one way. F3, F3, A flat 5, A flat 5, G4, F3, E flat 2, G4, G4, F3, E flat 2, D flat 1. There's another way to do this where you end up with a B flat 2. So if you're struggling with that, email me and I'll give you the other way. Put an arrow on the F, make it a 4, F4, E flat 3, D flat 2, C1. At the end of that held C, after that blacked in quarter note, put a check mark. That means you're going to lift your hand, start a new phrase. It's like taking a breath with your hand. C2, C2. Next line, C2. F5, F5. E4, D3, B1, D3, C2, check mark. And the last line, G3, A4, B flat 5, E1, and F2. Okay, questions? Nope, we did pretty well. All right. Let's try playing it on another waltz. Let's see what we got here. Smooth orchestral 3/4 would be nice. I guess it is in song setup in this instrument. It's set up at guitars 3/4.
Daun,
Yes.
try big band waltz and put a piano in there and strings
Okay.
and a trombone on the bottom.
That would be good. You know what else would be good? A lullaby. So just for fun, I'm going to play this on a lullaby, and then I'll try your big band waltz.
Where's lullaby?
Lullaby is on waltz 2.
Okay.
What tempo are you using?
92.
Okay,
No, I'm sorry. Yeah,
98.
98 is good, yeah.
98?
Okay, now everybody mute your microphones for me, please. Okay, kind of cute on a lullaby. Watch your bells, though, because you know how I always tell you that a piano is my least favorite instrument to play because you can hear every mistake. It is very unforgiving. Same thing with bells. If you're playing bells, if you make a mistake, it's going to show. Everybody's going to hear it. You can't fluff over it very well. If you play
Dawn?
bells or piano, put some strings underneath it. Go ahead, Barbie.
Where did you go down to the bottom? Was that on reeds?
Um,
On mine, it says orchestra on the top and reeds on the bottom.
oh, you must be on a different, on lullaby?
Yeah, Viennese walls, it's,
Oh,
walls,
no, lullaby.
walls, oh, okay.
Lullaby. It's under waltz too, but it's one of the variations.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Yes, I see
Yep.
that.
There you go. There you go.
It was music box and flute, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it says.
So you went, and where did you go down to the flute?
I went down. I can't remember. I think I did
Oh,
for
okay.
for you and I have a guardian angel. That's the
Oh.
bridge.
All right, that makes sense.
And I may have gone down earlier. It really doesn't matter. After each phrase, you can try changing
Right, sure.
your sound. So
Okay.
wherever it just feels comfortable for you. Okay, now Ken wanted me to try Big Band Waltz, 98.
Put a piano in orchestra 1 and strings in orchestra 2 and trombone on
Okay.
solo 1
Oh,
down
yeah.
on the bottom.
I don't have time to do all that. I'm just going to go to General Preset 8. Now, General Preset 8, all I did was go to 8 and take my rhythm preset off. And guess what's on top? Piano and strings. And guess what's on bottom? Trombone. Those are your general presets. You don't have no rhythm preset, no organ rhythm preset, no category preset. Your 1 through 10 have beautiful sounds in them all by themselves that you can use at any time. So I just decided to go to number 8 and I hoped that, I knew it was piano strings, but I got lucky. The trombone is already on the bottom. So we will try Big Band Waltz.
And the second time you play it on the bottom, the whole thing again.
No, I'm not. No, I'm only going to play it once through Ken.
Okay.
Okay, that actually worked pretty well. So don't be afraid to try all your waltzes. And if you don't like the rhythm presets, then you can try other things. And don't forget that your general presets are presets too. I usually don't talk about them until we get to like Christmas time, and then I start going through some of the general presets. Because number 5 general preset, if you remember, that's your chime. That's your Christmas chime. But number 8, you can always go to number 8 with no rhythm preset or no category preset and always get some pretty piano strings. So if you remember where your favorites are in your presets, then you don't have to go up here and mess with the geniuses and the orchestrals and solos, because that's the hardest part of the organ to remember. Okay? Any questions about general presets or category presets? Nope. All right. Now, you want to have a little bit of fun with this song? Somebody else did this recording, and I caught it on YouTube, and it cracked me up. It was, if you ever want to see something silly, go to YouTube, put in True Love, and play George Harrison's version. He was one of the Beatles, and he made a video, and he got very silly, like you've never seen George Harrison before. He actually did it in kind of like a rock and roll type of a beat, and he did not use a waltz. He did it in 4/4 time. And if you think My Sweet Lord, remember when he did My Sweet Lord?
Yeah.
And he did some fabulous guitar work with a sliding guitar. That's kind of the style that he did this in. And he did a really cute video where he's sitting in a boat and he's looking like the ice cream man. He's got on a top hat, a little straw top hat, like a barbershop quartet would have. He's got on the same types of 1920s clothing. He's got a handlebar mustache, and he's sitting in a boat next to a girl in a long white dress with a fluffy, not an umbrella, what are they, a parasol. And he's trying to give himself to this girl in the boat, to give to you, and he sings everything backwards, to give to you as I give to me, and he points to her. It's hysterically funny. True love. So on and on it will always be. And she's just like yawning and looking around. And then when it gets to the guardian angel, they show a Harpo Marx type person, angel with wings, and he's smoking a cigarette and reading the newspaper off to the side. Okay, so he's on the land and he's just minding his own business, but he's the guardian angel with nothing to do but to give to you and to give to me love forever true. Well, come to find out that once they get to the shore, she jumps out and goes and makes out with the angel. So he's left all by himself. And so he's standing in the boat, almost rocking the boat, almost falling over, and sings the second verse. And so it's kind of barbershop-ish. It's like a parody, but it's very cute. So if you want to see something adorable, go to YouTube, plug in True Love, and plug in the George Harrison version, and I think you'll find that it's really kind of fun. So what did I use for backgrounds for that? Well, the first thing you would think of is to go to Fab 4, which is in your rock and roll, your Fab 4, and give that a try. And I did that at 143. You got to completely change up your tempo on this. So like between 140, 143. I also went to Barbershop, which is under your ragtime button. Now remember, this is all 4/4. And I put on the altar style with my Barbershop because it gives me some cute things. And I went to preset 10. And then I also tried this on the Obla-Di polka, because if you remember, the Obla-Di, Obla-Di, Obla-Da, life goes on, that's also the Beatles. Now, don't put that at 140. You have to cut that in half. So put that one at 70. And there's a real nice guitar on preset 4 that you can try. And don't forget to do lots of bending and gliding with those guitars because that's very George Harrison-ish. It's really cute. But what's the trick then? You've got a song in 3/4, and we're going to play it in 4/4. Some of you have done this before with me, and it's not that hard, but you have to feel it. Every first note of a measure has to be on the first beat. And what you're actually doing is adding one more beat to each measure. So in measure 1, I give 2, give and 2. Now those 2 notes, one of them you're going to have to hold for one more count. So you could actually make the first note 3 counts and the second note 1 count, or you can make them equal and give them 2 and 2. Don't write them in, just feel it. Just feel it because you might feel it different every time. And then when you get to the 3/4 notes, you're going to have to hold one of them as a half note. So you have to change them. Then the ones where you have a dotted half note, that's easy. You just hold them for 4 counts. Very easy. But it changes the flavor a little bit. And if you think a little bit about the video, once you see it, you'll say, oh, that makes sense. And it just changes the entire flavor. So if you want to keep it really romantic, stick to the waltz. But if you want to have a little bit of fun with it, put it on one of these 4/4s. And let's start off with the Fab 4 at 143 with a guitar. And you just have to feel it. Now that was not my favorite one, but that was the one I started with because of Fab 4. You would think that that would be a good one because that is the Beatles' background. Let's go to the Barbershop, and I'm going to play Barbershop at 140, about the same speed. Listen to Barbershop without the altar. And then listen to the Barbershop with the altar and listen to what's going on in the background. There's a lot of doodle-doos and doodle-doos in the background, so that I think makes it a lot of fun.
That's cute.
Kind of cute, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the Obladi Polka. Now, cut that in half to 70. If you do it at 140, it's going to sound really crazy. So if you cut it in half, it sounds like this. And that bass line just works really well with this song. But remember, you have to play it in 4/4. So you got to watch your counting. Just feel it, it'll be right.
You added notes that time, right?
Pardon?
You added notes that time when you roll your fingers?
Yeah, a little bit.
That time.
Little bit. I did more gliding than anything. I didn't really
Okay.
add too much stuff, but again, do it the way it feels. If you feel like adding a little extra note or doing a little extra, you feel like doing a little extra one of those, please feel free to do so. That's called embellishing. Embellishing, and that's what makes you the musician that you are. All these little different things. If you just play everything straight, okay, that's fine. You learn where your fingers go. But then it's the embellishments. It's what choice of rhythm, what choice of sounds. What are you doing with your fingers to make it a little different? Grace notes, going up and back, gliding wherever you feel like gliding. And a lot of it, I did a lot of FX in that one because the Obla di Polka has a lot of good stuff going on in the fill-ins. Any questions? Which way did you like it better, 3/4 or 4/4? It's almost like two completely different songs, isn't it?
3/4.
You like 3/4 better? Yeah, I kind of figured most people would.
3/4. 3/4.
Yeah, most people would like it better in 3/4. Yep.
I like 4/4.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
Go watch the video after you're done.
Yeah.
Don't do it now. Wait till we're done and go watch it. I think you'll get a real kick out of it, and you'll see how much fun it can be. You don't have to stay traditional with your songs. If you want to play it in disco,
Ooh.
why not? If you wanted to play it in, put it on gospel and see what it would do. Do not be afraid to push the buttons and try different rhythms. That's what makes everything so much fun. Okay. For those of you, wow, that was short class today. We are going to play it again. We're going to play it in the waltz. We're going to go back to waltz. And those of you that are close by your organs, you can play it along with me. The rest of you, I want you to check and see if you want to do the next song for next week, or if we should do 2 songs for next week, or if we should skip both of them and move on to the next one. I'm kind of undecided. And I did have a request to let you know at the end of class what we're doing, and sometimes I don't even know, so that's one of the reasons why I don't always know at the end of class. So for those of you that want to get by your organs, put it on easy only, and you're going to follow my rhythm. We're going to slow it down to 88. Now, don't you do that. Just put yours on easy. And we're going to try in a nice waltz playing True Love. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and we come in on the 3rd count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. one. We'll play it twice. 1, 2, 3, let's play it again. For those of you who wish you had a virtuoso, see me after class. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
You're bad. Can't resist, can you?
Okay. Any questions about anything?
Dawn,
Yes.
I have an appointment tomorrow at 11.
Okay.
Is there any time I could stop in tomorrow afterward and get
Yes.
your,
Yes.
what would be a good time? My appointment's at
Anytime.
10:30, so I can't get home.
Anytime. What do we have tomorrow? 11 o'clock and
Yeah,
no,
So you-
it's no. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock tomorrow, right?
yeah, so you would be tied up for an hour at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after that, anytime?
Anytime is good. I'm
Okay.
here. I'm here till
Okay.
5, at least till 5 every day. At
Okay.
least.
All right, all right.
So here's the question. Do we want to do Try to Remember? Do we want to do the 12th of Never? Do you want to do both songs? Or neither? Neither.
I-
night?
For both.
Oh,
I vote for both.
Somebody's
Oh,
voting for
crap.
both? Yeah, they're
I
kind of
voted
I
easy.
vote for both.
Both?
Both.
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 Yeah, both.
Both? Yeah, they're kind of easy, so we should probably
Both.
just do both.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do both. So that's your menu for next week. The 12th of Never and Try to Remember both of those songs. And I'm going to make a note of that right now so that I don't forget. Okay. 27th. Don't forget there is a concert this week, not me. I believe Joni Monero is up for the concert on Friday at 2 o'clock. So a lot of you have been attending those concerts. And if you can't, they always record them, and it's on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/Fletcher Music Centers. You can find any and all of the classes that are being done, and it's always good to hear another teacher do things, because you can always learn something. If you learn one thing every time you tune in, then you're 100% successful for the day.
Dawn, would you play 12th of Never?
You don't know how that one goes?
I don't, not off the top of my head, no.
All right, okay.
I will, I probably will when I hear.
Yeah, when you hear it, you'll probably know it. Let's see. All right. For Barbie, I will play the 12th of Never.
Oh, I know. I know it.
Now do you know it?
I do. I should have looked
Okay.
at the words.
Okay, now you know it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Dawn, these
Dawn.
Dawn,
next
have-
Monday.
Next Monday, yes, we're going to do the 12th of Never and Try to Remember, both songs.
Thank you.
Dawn, do we have time for you to go through that list of what we're playing this week?
Yes, yes. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, book 200, September song. Wednesday, 12:30, book number 15. Remember, that's the intermediate class, so I really try to keep that one a little bit easier. I don't put in too many crazy chords. We're doing Do, Re, Mi, and Green Sleeves. And then Friday at 11, book number 134, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Has book 200 come in yet?
Nothing's come in yet. Nope. Book 200's on back order. No,
Hey,
so
Dawn.
I will always let you know. I've got a running list of who's on the book order list. If you don't think that I have your name on a book order list, make sure you email and let me know. I can always put in another order. I've got 2 orders hanging out there in a back order.
Hey, Dawn, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Were they able to put your concert from Saturday in YouTube?
I think he's going to do that. I don't know if he was planning to or not, or if he was going to wait and just have me do it on, the big show.
Yeah, because we went into YouTube to see the concert,
Uh-huh.
and it didn't go through. It would not go through
Oh.
because of what was it?
Something about copyright.
Something about copyright.
What?
Something about copyright.
I will inform Robert.
Have him check it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would that be a problem? Everybody else's concert went through.
Yeah.
I don't
yours
have
is
any
in-
albums out. It certainly wasn't my copyright.
Yeah. Maybe
Wow.
maybe it's because it said Dawn's concert. I don't know. It's the
I-
only one that says concert on it.
Maybe because.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't say class, so okay.
No.
Interesting. But all the
Okay.
other virtual concerts are up there.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't say concert on it, and nobody was singing.
Oh, that could be something too. Well, I don't have my own album, and I'm not putting copyrights on them, so I don't know. I don't know what to
Yeah.
tell you.
Okay.
I'll inform Robert. I'll let him know. You guys are the awesomest. Oh, Linda, question. I just saw Linda's name. Question, Miss Linda, or anybody. I am having trouble finding little USB sticks. By little, I mean 2 gig, 4 gig. If anybody has any extras that they would like to sell me, please bring them in, and we'll negotiate a good price. How's that?
I've got 3 or 4, Dawn.
Okay.
I've
all
got 1 or 2.
Okay. Okay. If you can bring them in, I'll pay you for them. It's just that you go to Walmart and all they have is 16s, and the 16s don't like the organs as well because the organ has to read the entire stick first, and it just takes too long to bring things up. So the smaller, the better. And I have a couple customers with brand new instruments that would like me to make some copies on some sticks.
Dawn, I can tell you, this is Ken.
Yes, I know, Ken.
I can tell you where you can get them because I order them 10 at a time,
Yeah.
and I get them for, I think it's like $3.50.
Yeah. Yeah. Linda does that too. Yep.
Yeah, it's the same. I go to the same place,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I've got all the information if you want it.
Okay.
I'll bring it in and give you a copy.
That would be fine. I'd appreciate that a
I
lot.
can give it to anybody.
Okay.
And then tomorrow, tomorrow there's another. Well, it's not a concert, but
Well, there's product workshops all week long. So
He's
yeah.
got the EY series
yeah.
workshop.
Yes, he's got product workshops all week long. So check your emails on that. And if anybody's missing any emails, missing the links, if you're missing the links, let me know because I get them all at the store and I can just quick forward anything to you. He's doing lots of product workshops this week, and there's always the virtual classes on Wednesday and Thursday, and then the concert at 2 o'clock on Friday. So that's it. If there are no
Well,
more
that-
questions,
That one tomorrow is on Inspire and the Rialto.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's two other ones on there.
Yep. Yep.
Fanfare
The
and
Journey.
Journey, yeah.
Right. Exactly right.
This is Betty. I just want to compliment Wayne on his background. He's none of the
Woo!
backgrounds.
Wayne's usually at the beach. I see David Sasnick is at the Golden Gate Bridge today, too.
Yeah, my head clouds.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, you guys are the awesomest. I love you so much. Thank you so much for attending class today. Thank you so much for attending my concert. And we'll see you, some of you tomorrow and some of you the next time. Or
Thank
some
you.
next Sunday. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks, Dawn.
Email me if you have any questions.
Okay.
Thanks, Dawn. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.